Welcome to 30-Second Chances, where we ask deep, contemplative questions and provide far too little time to formulate thoughtful, reflective answers. My guest today is composer-producer Jason T. Miller. Jason, how you doing, man?
Doing fine. How are you?
Great, thank you. Okay, you know the drill, 30 seconds on the clock, and then on to the next question. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be.
Excellent. Okay, question number one. Describe your job to a 5-year-old.
To a 5-year-old. Okay, so I've got a 5-year-old, and it's Daddy makes commercials, which is not the case. I'm a composer. I'm a songwriter, a producer, guitar player. I would tell little kids I make music that you would see on a TV show or on a commercial. If there's a toy a toy commercial I've done that some kids have, I would say, "Oh, you ever seen that commercial? Yeah. I made that music." And I usually have that kind of tone. I'm usually kneeling down,
Next question.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you wish people had told you before you started working in your present job?
Ooh, see, I have a little bit of an advantage there because my dad's a composer and was in the record business. So I kind of got a lot of the stuff that, had I not been told, things like, I'll tell you what I was told that helped me out. The ones who make it are the ones that can stomach it was a good one. You're better off being lucky than good. You're best being lucky and good, but luck is huge. Those things.
Next question.
Yeah.
Jobs in our industry sidelined for the foreseeable future. How can other people in our industry turn this crisis into new opportunities?
I think the ability that we have to work from home with technology is allowing a lot of people to still work if you're lucky enough to do that. And it's making people get creative. I think when you're that, stressed and scared, you're going to maybe put in a little extra effort that you hadn't done and thought of before. Fear. I think fear is making people.
Next question. What's the most annoying piece of gear you've ever had in your studio?
Guitar. I spent an hour last night I wanted to get in bed around 10, and I was playing a very exposed, very simple kind of arpeggiated electric guitar thing. And there was just some tuning issues on two different guitars. It was just because it was so exposed. And I was up till 1 a.m. playing, melodyning, replaying. It is miserable. So yeah, my favorite instrument is the worst thing I've got in this house.
Yeah, especially acoustic guitars, which can be very problematic.
Oh, I tell it to my Les Paul.
Next question. What's the worst mistake you've ever made in a professional setting?
Oh my God.
You only get one.
Scored a short film, an independent film that was being mixed in Miami. I was probably 28 maybe, and was flown out there to just go to the mix and make sure it was okay. And I left my DVDs, which the stuff was on, and all my notes on my bed when I left for the airport. And the flight was taking off and I broke into a cold sweat. Fortunately, it had been emailed and we were okay.
Next question. What would 15-year-old you be most and least impressed with about present day you?
Most impressed that I've been able to make a living. I think I've got a family. I think the path I had always kind of hoped for had more or less come true. Least impressed, I didn't get any taller. We stayed around high school height, and that's kind of a bummer, but there are worse problems.
That's true. I mean, you could do worse. Okay, next question. If you could have one weird and or semi-useless superpower, what would it be?
Weird and semi-useless. I mean, I have seen other episodes. I've thought about this question. Invisibility, flight would be awesome, but those are definitely useless and dumb. I'm starting to sweat. Maybe the ability to not sweat because a question like this is getting me all worked up.
There
and
you go. Antiperspirant, man.
Perfect. Man, yeah, they call me APM. I know a lot of people with perfect pitch that can't stand it. So
Yeah,
kind of
I have good relative pitch, and I can't stand even that because you hear exactly what you're talking about before. You hear all that tuning stuff, you know.
Oh, I probably would have been fine last night if my hearing was worse. I would have been like, this sounds fantastic, and gone to bed at 10 o'clock.
There you go. Okay, that concludes our question and answer period. I'm going to now put 30 seconds back on the clock and allow you to use it for whatever you want. You can ask me a question. You can plug something that you're working on. You can pretty much do whatever you want to with it. It's 30 seconds. It's all yours. Go.
If I sat here for 15 seconds, well, let me get I got popcorn. Well, hey, it's been a pleasure. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank the moderator. And, I just want to tell you that it's our duty to vote, and I'm still hoping to get a little bit taller. Very happy to be here. What can I say? I'm working. I'm doing okay. This is fun.
Life could be a lot worse, right?
It could be worse. I mean, yeah, it could be better. It could be worse.
Excellent. Well, thank you for playing our game. It's been a pleasure having you as our guest.
It's been very fun. Thank you very much for reaching out, and nice to see you as always.
Likewise.